What's going on, YouTube? It's DakotaJPayne back with another YouTube video. It's the midweek review on June 10th, 2020. June 10th, 2020. I said that kind of weird, but whatever. So first, I'm going to review the charts I sent out at the beginning of the week on Monday. And if you want to look at the previous video where I actually break down all the charts that we're going over today, click this link up here, or is it this way? It's one of these sides up in the corner. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. First, UCHEF looking for the sell off of this impulse. We got an expanding triangle, came to our kill zone into the trend line, and we entered here for this sell here. Okay, I believe this is about a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, risking 0.25% on this trade and then going for 3/4 here. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Okay, and we can see like from that area, price actually started to push down, and it gave us another setup, another opportunity to enter. So we entered here, and this was, I believe, a 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So that was a really nice opportunity. But if we go back to here, there's one thing that I do want to note here. I preferably did want this to come back up to the zone and give me a JCP on my lower time frame. It didn't give me that. Once I noticed that, okay, this is looking like it's about to come down, I looked over here for my JCP. I saw it was in about the same area, so I decided to enter at that moment. Okay, instead of waiting for it to come back up to there. I just based it off the previous time that it touched in that area. Back to here, that was pretty easy setup. Came down. Kill zones based off of something a little bit more advanced than what I normally teach everybody. But if you are in like the student section of the Discord channel, I'll break that down. I'll record a video for you guys so you guys know exactly how I base that kill zone, or what I base that kill zone off of. Okay, and then here last night, this was the final entry that we took, and it was like it says here, it's like a perfect setup. The only thing that was missing was just getting to that kill zone, but it looked like it was going to that kill zone. I decided to enter off of the next engulfing candle that happened here, or that broke this pattern. So I entered off the engulfing candle that broke the pattern here right before I went to bed. And this morning, let's actually look at the chart. And this morning, we can see it's actually played out. Look back here. 94419. Make sure I didn't move that last night. 94622. Okay, it looks like I did kind of move it. I don't believe I moved it on MT4. I think I still have it down at a particular zone down here. A little further. I know bare minimum I had a 3-to-1 on it. Yeah, but I'll double check that and make the adjustments there. But if you did settle for the 2-to-1, TP was hit. If you're going for the 3-to-1, it's on this way, right? A little bit more patience there. As far as the next setup for this one, it's like that. Waiting on a correction. Preferably want the correction to come up to this area here. Retest this zone. But with how close this is to the trend line, I'd be very, very skeptical. I'd wait for your pattern, like the pattern that you trade off of, that you practice and see all the time. That's very easy for you to see in order to enter off of this trade, because price still has potential to break this trend line at any moment, and you want to be prepared for that. And start moving your stop losses to break even unless your plan says otherwise. Okay, and we can go ahead and review all the positions that we were in, and I will tell you the breakdown on my positions here. For this 4-to-1, it was a 4-to-1 instead of a 3-to-1. But for this trade, I actually completely closed in about this area here, right at this zone. And then the second one, I took partials in that same area and still holding for it to continue down to the TP down here. Okay, but overall, off of those two that I closed, I got about a 2%. Well, it was not 2%. I think it was about 1.5% gain. Like that. All right. and hide that so you can look for the next setup. Also, strongly recommend hiding your PLs after you know you're in the trade, and especially after you move your stop loss to break even if you do that, because you don't want to maintain your bias. You want to look at it as a completely new chart and say, okay, where's the next setup coming from? At least that's something that really helps me. I noticed a few months ago that every single time I would still have the PL on my chart, I would stick in that mode of selling, right? And I wouldn't switch my bias. I wouldn't switch my outlook if the market was telling me something different. Okay, so CAD Chef, we have this ascending channel coming up to the supply zone, looking for the break of that ascending channel, looking for a correction, looking for it to sell. Now, if you're in the Discord channel, you know that it happened, but I was not actually paying attention to this pair at that point. I was really just paying attention to you, Chef, and waiting on a good opportunity that I saw on GN, and pretty much just threw everything else to the curb pretty much. But we got our setup right there. If you paid attention to it, it's real nice and easy. We had this kill zone right here that you could have reacted off of in a perfect JCP on the 1 hour time frame. Let's actually go to it right now and see if there's another setup setting up for us, or another opportunity setting up for us. Oh, yes, it was. Okay, that's beautiful. But let's review this move real quick before we move on to that one. Here's your kill zone. Go down to the 15. Here we see we have a JCP there. We have an engulfing candle there, and I don't trade this, but these are like what's it called? 2 candlestick Japanese patterns, but I don't really study those. I study three candlestick Japanese patterns. And if you want to double check with the JCP, or not the JCP, but the Fibonacci, we can see we're in the 6150 territory. Okay, now here, this was the next setup that I was waiting on, looking for price to correct up to this zone. It didn't quite get there. It did correct up, however. If we go back to that 1 hour time frame, we'll see how it's playing out for us. See our triangle here. What would be beautiful is if this formed a bigger pattern, and this would just be this is just me being selfish. I wanted to come back up. I'm not gonna enter. I don't want to enter until it comes back up. A risky possible area to enter at is right around here. That's very risky. I'd like to see it come back up all the way to the top, potentially give me a reversal pattern. And if it gives me that reversal pattern right before it hits that kill zone, I'm willing to take it then. So I'm going to move my alert down to that area, and we'll see how price gets up to there, if it gets up to there. And just to be completely clear, this is what I'm looking for. There's a possibility, and also price could continue even up higher, and then looking for the sell from there. Okay, so there's that. Okay, gold just didn't set up for us. I don't like looking at gold anyway. Like, I'm not justifying that it didn't set up for us, but I'm saying I don't like looking at gold, so I'm not going to look at it. That's what I mean. But we were looking for a break of this ascending channel, looking for this to correct up to this kill zone. Came up to the kill zone, and price continued to move impulsively up. So didn't get our entry there, but it is what it is. We got this ascending channel here. We're looking for the break here on UJ, and then looking for a correction afterwards. Believe that did happen, and that was on the 4 hour time frame. And that was on the 8th. Yeah, it was about right here. It's actually, right. All right. So same channel here, looking for that break, looking for a correction. We didn't get the major correction that we wanted off the 4 hour time frame, but onto a lower time frame. We got small corrections here, but we can see prices formed a channel. I don't really trust the channel at this point, so I'm not really trading UJ at the moment. There are nice, simple impulses and corrections forming within this area. So if you see an opportunity, there may be an opportunity to sell upon price correcting up. But do your own analysis, look for that. I don't really see GJ being a significant part on my active trading list. But I'll send out the screenshots of these charts on the Discord channel. And that is about pretty much it, guys. Wow. No, that's not it. Okay. GJ. Yesterday, I think on Monday, actually. Yeah, looking for the sell out of this, looking for price to break this break this trend line. Go to the daily, it's going to be clearer, and it's going to easily relate to one of the screenshots that I have in the Discord. We have this huge impulse coming up, and we want price to correct down to this zone here before continuing up. We're looking for something like this. All right, that's very, very sloppy, but you get what I'm saying. All right. But so we waited for price to break that trend line, waited for a correction. We actually got that set up. I don't believe price hit the zone. Yeah, it just came a few pips right below the zone. I believe I said that I put the zone a little bit too high. It was supposed to be essentially right below the edge of the bodies. But no, it's not that big of a deal. Then price broke the trend line, looking for price to come down to this this kill zone. It did that for us, but it did it at 6 o'clock, which that's workout time. So wasn't able to catch that. If price comes back down, we'll go ahead and take the opportunity. But still, would still love for price to come all the way back down here, give us a few touches before taking up for us. Yeah. But yeah, that's the markup, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching the video all the way through and even hopping on the call. If you guys do have any charts that you want me to look at, go ahead, stay on the call after I stop the recording, and then we can go ahead and review the charts. So click the link in the description and join the Discord channel. Also hit that like and subscribe button so you can catch up on all these videos. Light, bang. All right. Or keep up with all the videos and keep up with all the charts that I'm sending out. Hope you guys interact in the general group chat on the Discord channel, and I hope everyone has a great week.